My name is Adrian Nantchev, and this channel is all about helping you become a remarkable entrepreneur. So click on the subscribe button and press the bell icon next to it for the latest uploads. Now, your past experiences has determined who you are today. Having too many regrets is not very helpful, because that way you're too focused on the past. And when you focus too much on the past, you're not focused enough on the future. And to focus on the future means focusing on who you are, what you believe in, what you're doing, what you're getting out of it, and where you want to go. Your experiences from the past, from history, has made the person you are today. The same with me. I have a very good memory, and I remember a lot of my childhood. I remember some vague things from the 90s. I remember a lot of things from the early to mid 2000s. I remember a few things from the early 2000s, and I remember a lot from the late 2000s and the early 2010s up until today. Your experiences, what has been happening to you over the past decade, past 2 decades, three decades and beyond, has shifted who you are today. They've formed your identity. So use that to your advantage. What you know, you can monetize that and turn it into a personal brand. The things you know now, you can apply that in other industries. What is called the blue ocean strategies, using similar overlapping technologies and possibilities in one sector in another sector. Who you are today is good. There's opportunity out there for everyone, and the world has had enough Steve Jobs, there's enough Bill Gates, there's enough Mark Zuckerbergs. The world needs its first Adrian Nantchev. We have enough Bill Gates and Steve Jobs. One is enough. But the world needs its first you. There's enough Adrian Nanchevs as well. Just one of me will do fine. We don't need 2 of me. Just need 1. But we have a shortage of you. So your history, your past, your childhood, your mistakes, the things you taught yourself, the things you learned, your beliefs, your confidence, that's all happened, has culminated in the person you are today. And the person you are today is valuable in this market. As I said before, sometimes it is possible, in some other videos, that's what I mean, it is possible to create a channel on YouTube teaching people how to make the perfect pancake. And that channel, talking about perfect pancakes, can make 100,000 a year. Because you don't need to create the perfect product. You don't need to start a car company and make the perfect car that everyone will want. You need to create the perfect products. You need to create a car company that creates the perfect van, the perfect lorry, the perfect convertible, the perfect family hatchback, family car, the perfect hatchback, the perfect sports car. You need to create a channel, a book, a product, a business that you appeal to perfectly a single type of customer, or that appeals to you. Because there are people out there that will pay for the knowledge and talents that you have, because they simply don't have it, or they're desperate to have it, and you've got it. They're desperate for you. I need you, gimme, gimme, gimme. But what are you doing? Nothing. They're waiting for you. They're waiting for, they don't know it, but they're waiting for you and all the experiences that you have had. I used to study a lot about video games at college and at university, studying how to make video games. And I realised 2/3 through university, just at the start of 3rd year, I think it was, I started to realise that this is not me. I'm more of a leader. I'm more of a manager, a director, I'm an executive, a commander. I'm not really a follower. I'm not really a worker. I'm more of a visionary, a big picture kind of guy. And there was a mismatch. There's a mismatch between my personality, who I felt like, who I was inherently, and what I was doing. I was like, no, I'm a leader. This is not me. No. So I felt that, and I shifted. I went inadvertently. I used to say accidentally, into entrepreneurship, and then I realised over time that I could do all this. So this channel that you see here, that you subscribe to, this is me over the past 23 odd years. I mean, when I was 1 and 2, I wasn't really thinking too much about the future, but it affected me in some ways, subconsciously. You don't remember what happened, per se, or what people said, but you remember how you felt. And that's the same with the visitors and the customers and the viewers. You might not remember this conversation word for word, but you'll remember how it made you feel. And that's important. Now, I used to also play a lot of video games as well in my teenage, 13, 12, 11, 14 odd, 15 odd, World of Warcraft for a few years, from 2006 till 2009. Was it 9? Yeah, January 09. December 06 till January 09, from version 2 or 2.1 till 2.99. So I'm not quite sure what version we're on now, but that was ages ago. So I didn't really do much with my life back then. But I noticed always very inquisitive, very, very curious. Apparently a lot of people commented that I used, like recently, that I'm very much like, why? Why is this and why is that? And I've realised that now, because it's like, everyone's doing it this way, but I'm more like, why not that way? Why not this way? Everyone's doing it that way. Yeah, sure. Let's do something different. Let's go right rather than left. Let's go that way rather than over there. You know, let's go this way. Let's do something different, unique, out of the ordinary. And that shifted who I am today. Doing this hemp stuff. Doing this. This is cool, I think. Tiring, but bloody cool. Sharing content. I remember being in an interview years ago for college. And I said to the interviewer, I said, I'd like to create stuff that people like to see across the world and consume. But back then it was just a YouTube channel. Now it's like, this is proper serious stuff. This is videos and sharing my knowledge. There's the stuff that I've learned over the past years and years. 4 odd years. Yeah, 3.5 odd years. Condensed, really good stuff. So the person you are in the past is the person who's helped shape you are today, and people out there will pay to know the stuff you know. Every experience is valuable in some way, even if it's learning what not to do in life. Don't dismiss all your experiences. So the question of the day is, who are you? Who are you? I am 23 years old. Well, actually, I've heard some spiritual definitions of this, but let's keep it more practical, more. I want it not down to earth, but more simpler, and a bit more straightforward. 23 years old, entrepreneur, investor, author, and hemp advocate. 23 years old. I've got a lot of visions for the future. I want to do a lot. I've got a big bucket list, some crazy stuff on there, some real fucking crazy stuff, but I'll do it. Yeah. And who are you? You know, who are you? What do you believe in? What do you stand for? What are you doing? I believe in people can be remarkable. I was at a funeral just under a year ago, and I felt, on my way there, I felt the person that the funeral was, he was an unremarkable person. But then I noticed that people really gave a shit about who he was. And I thought to myself, everyone can be remarkable. That's what everyone can do. People can be remarkable in their own way. And that's humanity right there. We can be remarkable, so I need to push that. That's why this channel is helping you become remarkable. Helping you become a remarkable entrepreneur. Somebody worth remarking about. That guy is cool. He really knows his shit. That guy is smart. So what do you believe? What are you doing? This. I believe you can be a remarkable entrepreneur, and I believe I can be an even more remarkable entrepreneur. I can push myself, and you need to push yourself as well. Habits and what you're doing wrong. Introspection, retrospection. Same here. I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong. What could I do better? What am I responsible for? And what are you doing? So who are you? That's today's question. And lastly, subscribe and click on the bell icon next to the subscribe button for the latest uploads.